Hello, YouTube friends. This is Shay, JN5, and this is Monday's vlog on Tuesday. And I'm tired. My babies is gone for today. They'll be back in the morning, and it's hot. And I'm back here in my bedroom under the ceiling fan and a fan sitting over there on the end table nightstand, trying to cool off and chill out. I'll tell you one thing, I'm not comfortable the way I am. Gotta get comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna vlog for a little bit. Got a lot wrote down here to tell y'all about in my blog. Going back to Monday, July the 1st. Was that last Monday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I didn't write nothing down for Sunday, and I didn't write nothing down for this Monday yesterday, and today's Tuesday. So yeah, yesterday, a week ago, Monday, July the 1st, 2013. I did a vlog on that day, but after the vlog, the boys got outside to playing. The next door neighbor boy was over here, Warren, playing with Ike. And my girls got out there with them and turned the water hose on them and started squirting them with the water hose, letting them play in the water hose and cool off. And they had fun. Well, Tookie, he wasn't out in the yard. He was barefooted, but he was on the porch. And so he was playing on the porch. And then Elizabeth turned and squirted the water hose because he had got close by them. And she squirted the water hose up there, and it sprinkled down on him. And he turned around and took off running to the other end, back under the awning part, where it wouldn't reach him. But after that first time, it just kind of startled him a little bit the first time. But then he loved it. He would run back down to that end, and she'd squirt him, and he'd run out of it, but he had a grin on his face the whole time. And he's just playing in it, and he got wet, and he had fun too that day. And I had said that they wait till I turn the vlog off to do something fun like that. But my girls, see, they wouldn't have wanted to be seen in the vlog, which I think is silly. But anyway, it would have been nice, to have seen them playing in the water and to see Tookie getting squirted and running out of it and going back to get squirted again. He loved it. It was fun. So that was Monday after the vlog that I did that day. And I hope y'all can hear me good. I'm not talking real loud. So, Tuesday, the next day, July the 2nd, 2013, Miss Donna came to work with Tookie. And she walked in, and he had not been saying much for me. I can't hardly get him to say anything. She walked in the door, and she always has her notebook and pen and folder and everything. She walks in, he walks right up to her and looks up at her, and he points, and he says, "Draw." He seen she had some paper and pen, and he wanted to draw. So she sat down on the floor with him, and she gave him the piece of paper, the file thing that she was supposed to fill out on him today. She gave it to him and let him write on it. He wrote and scribbled and drawed all over that thing. And he would let her take turns, and she would draw something on it too, and try to get him to draw certain things, stick figures and stuff like that. And she kept laughing and saying, well, his mom and daddy's going to know what we did today. Because, in other words, when the end of the day was over with and she had to fill out her paper on what they did, she just took that paper that he drawed on, and she just filled it out right over all his scribbles that he did. And that's what she used, and which, a copy of that is his mom and daddy's, and then she takes a copy to the office. But that's how she done it. Right over all, and he had it covered with scribbles, with ink. And she just filled it out right over it. So anyway, like I said, I hope y'all can hear me good. I got my volume turned all the way up. But anyway, that ain't all he said. He said all kind of words for her that day. He handed her something they was playing with, probably a puzzle piece or something, and he said, "There you go." Just plain as all get out. And then they was working with the puzzle, and one of them was a pig, and she was saying, trying to get him, before she'd hand it to him, trying to get him to say not just please, but please pig. You know, trying to get him to use more words and talk more. So he did. He said, "Please pig." Just as plain as all get out. And I said, that little stinker, look at here. He ain't gonna talk for me. And Miss Donna walks in and he starts talking away to her. So anyway, that was Tuesday. Okay, the next day, Wednesday, July the 3rd, 2013, me and my husband went to town. I mailed a bunch of packages off that I had fixed up, challenges and stuff that I had done that I needed to mail off to people and such. So I mailed those off, and we ate lunch at Subway, and it was good too, honey. I hadn't had a Subway in a long time. I got the Veggie Delight. Had those spinach leaves in it. Talk about good. It was good. And Tookie had went to speech. He missed it Tuesday, so now he goes on Wednesdays. They changed it from Tuesday to Wednesdays. So he went to speech, and they said he did good at speech. Didn't say anything specific that he'd said, just that he'd done good at speech. Okay, so the next day, Thursday, July the 4th, 2013, was, of course, July the 4th, the holiday. And I was off work that day, Lord have mercy, that day. Didn't have to keep the boys because, you know, their mom and dad was off work, it being the 4th, and so they had them and everything. And, so I was off, I slept late, and then I had the house all to myself that day. And that's holidays for me. I was so tickled and glad to have the house to myself. Because my family all left. They had a cookout thing. I think it was a cookout thing or something to do with 4th of July and fireworks and such that they went to. I don't care to go to things like that, especially if it's outside. I'd rather stay at home and work on my crafts and stuff. So I let them go, and I stayed here, and I enjoyed myself. I made a lot of videos to put up on YouTube that, you know, I keep stored. I make them ahead of time, you know, for the days that I do them on, and I just keep them stored in my laptop, and when that day comes, then I just upload it onto YouTube. And so I made a lot of those that day, and I did some crafting and watched videos and watched my shows, and I just enjoyed myself. So that was Thursday. So the next day, Friday, July the 5th, 2013, that was Tookie's birthday. He turned 2 years old that day. They're giving him a birthday party this coming Thursday, though, at the park, one of the parks, at 6 o'clock in the evening. So in other words, and that's about what time they get here to pick them up, somewhere around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So after work, they'll go straight to do that, and we'll probably just go over there, you know, I'm assuming something like that. Take the boys over there, I don't know, because we'll be going to his party. We got to get him something. But I did a video of him that day, and y'all have all done seen it, I'm sure. And I let everybody know he was the birthday boy, to tell him happy birthday, and he was sitting at his little desk, and he was eating a piece of chocolate candy, and he said, "I love you." I was trying to get him to do his little "I love you" that he does, but he didn't do it, but he said it all together. It's real low, and y'all may not can really hear it that good, but he said it. He said, "I love you," without even doing it, and it was so cute. So that's what we did Friday. And then Saturday, July the 6th, 2013, I didn't like Saturday. It wasn't no fun at all. All we did is clean up the house. Every spanking one of us. Me, my 2 girls, my husband, and even Benny, I guess, maybe a little bit, like taking trash out. And I think he cut grass most of the time or whatever, but anyway. We all had to clean the house. I don't like it when we have to do that. I don't like to clean the house. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't like. I know it's got to be done and all that. I like a clean house, but I don't like doing it. So, but that's what we did Saturday, and Uh, oh, and also that evening, after we got the house cleaned up and I was able to sit down and do some crafting and rest and cool off, I made my vase decor decoration for this month, July, for July the 4th. Um, made it, and it's in my vase, and I've made the video of it, but I'm saving it to put up. It will go up tomorrow because, Wednesday and Thursday is when I do my crafting videos, and that's a crafting video, so I'll put that one up tomorrow. It's not as good as the others have been. Anyway, y'all see when I put it up, but I made that day. And then Sunday was just Sunday, a church going day, and I don't do videos on Sunday. And then yesterday, Monday, let's see, if Saturday was the 6th, Sunday was the 7th. See, I didn't write nothing down for those days. Sunday was the 7th, so Monday was the 8th. So yesterday was the 8th. Today must be the 9th. Monday, the 8th. I wanted to do this vlog then, but I didn't get around to it, so I'm having to do it today. I had the boys. What did we do yesterday? I don't remember. I can't think. Maybe we didn't do nothing but just the same old, same old. But my mind forgets easy these days too, so I don't know. Anyway, since I can't think of nothing for yesterday, what we did yesterday. Oh, I know. Yesterday was one of the days I didn't really, the past 2 days, maybe even 3. No, yesterday was the day. Okay, so probably the past 2 days, Sunday and Monday, I had a bad headache. And I was dizzy. And I was sick at my stomach. And I mentioned that to Miss Donna today when she came for Tookie. That she said it might be vertigo. Sounded like vertigo. But I had a bad gnawing headache, dizzy, and sick at my stomach. Those 2 days. And so yesterday it was so bad that I had to lay down, and my girls and husband took over the kids. And they went home while I was in the bed asleep. It was awful. I hate when I get like that. But anyway, so that's what happened Monday. No wonder I couldn't remember what it was. So anyway, so today is Tuesday, which would be the 9th of July, 2013. Today, the girls took the boys to the water park. And they enjoyed it. They had a ball. They took them, in ahead, and they played in the water. Well, me and Albert got ready and left. After they left, and we went to Walmart. I had to get my medicine. And then we went by Burger King and got some Happy Meals and some burgers for us. And then we went to the water park, and they have picnic tables under a pavilion thing. And they call it the water park. It's called Splash Pad. They have a splash pad. It's a place that has holes that water comes up, shoots way up high, and splashes out, and the kids play in it. And then they had a little playground area over to the side where they had the swing and the slide and all that too. It's for the bigger kids, not for Tookie. Now Ike could play over there, and maybe even Ian, but it was like too grown up style for Tookie. But he wasn't worried about that anyway. He played around in the water. But in the water park, where it shoots up, they had a couple of buckets rigged up and fixed up to where they were sitting there, and water was going in them somehow from somewhere or something, and they would fill up with water. Once they got filled up with water, I guess the heaviness of the water, it made them flip over, and the water all spilled out. And both Ian and Tookie at one point in time was standing real close to it. Wasn't right under it. That would have been hilarious if they'd have been right under it. But they was real close to it when the bucket flipped over and spilled all the water out, and it splashed on them. But Tookie and he loved it. But the girls said when they first got there, and Tookie first got under the water, that it took his breath away. It startled him and took his breath away. And so he didn't like that. He started crying. They had to get him and kind of calm him down. But then he learned that he could hold his head down and the water wouldn't hit him right in the face and he would be able to breathe under there. So he was okay with it. But they said at first that he walked all the way around it just looking at it and watching it, checking it all out before he even tried to go in. Then he went in and it took his breath away. And then he found out he could do it without holding his breath. And so he loved it, and he would just go play and run through it, and he was wet, and he had fun. And also, Katie said that she tried to give him a sippy cup one time to get him to drink something right after they first got there before we did. And she said that he took his arm and kind of pushed it away. Now let me see if I remember what she said exactly. I thought it was get that thing out of here. But then when I told Miss Donna that today, she said no, it wasn't that, it was something else, and I can't think, but something to that nature. But it was cute. So he's starting to talk and say phrases, more words together, sentences, which is good. I like that. And he's eating better, so that's good too. So anyway, they had fun at the park. He didn't want to leave. He had to come home with us because Miss Donna was coming. But he ended up being asleep when Miss Donna got here and didn't see Miss Donna after all. But anyway, we came home. Like I said, he fell asleep on the way home. And then we got him inside. He woke up a little bit and cried because he was cranky, being woke up from getting out of the truck to inside. But we laid him on the couch and he went back off to sleep. And then Miss Donna came. And he was still asleep. I thought maybe he would wake up while she was here, but he didn't. But she sat and she talked to me and asked me questions about him, how he'd been doing with different things like the spoon and eating and talking. And we told her everything and told her about how he had fun at the water park and what he said and all that kind of stuff. Told her about him saying I love you on his birthday video and all that. And so she filled out her paper and wrote all that down, So, and then she left. She didn't stay long since he was asleep. And then I started, after she left, I started decorating one of my envelopes for my envelope book challenge swap project that we're doing. I hope we get some more people to join. We got 5 for right now, but I hope a few more join. I mean, we got till tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Wednesday night, and after church it'll be a whole week, and I will put up a video letting y'all know that how many has joined and how many envelopes we'll have to decorate and all that. But I started on mine, so I've decorated one side. Well, I'm not through decorating it. It's drying. So, I started on it, but it's in there drying right now. So, after I did that, I decided to come back here in my room, because my room is the coolest in the house. So, the fan's going above me. See? And this little fan over here is going. And I think it's the coolest because right out there in the hallway is right where the unit thing is, and where you turn it on and off at. So, it's kind of close. And so this room gets the coolest in the house, and the rest of the house never gets cool because my husband won't let me cut it up high enough for it too. But anyway, I'd love to keep it on 70, but he won't let me. He barely lets it stay on 73 or even 75. He's always kicking it on 78 and almost 80. Sometimes he has been putting it on 80. And then Elizabeth, she'll go and turn the thing off in summertime and burning up hot. They won't let me stay cool around here. But anyways, so that's my vlog for today. I don't know what else to say. Until next time, next week, next Monday. Hopefully I can do my vlog on Monday. And I'd like to do it with the kids here and let them be playing around and y'all see them again. and all, and everything and all. That reminds me of a story I can write down from a Shays Mays story and everything and all. My mama might remember it. I don't know if Charlotte and Becky would. Billie Jean would remember it if she sees this. That's my aunt. She would definitely know. Me and her have talked about it and laughed about it before, but my mama might remember too. And everything, Okay. We'll say that. I'll put that down in my Shays Nays, because like I said, every time I think of something like that makes me think of something in my past, I go jot it down so I can do a Shays Nays. I like this. The way I'm doing it, finally just figured out how to do my Shays Nays stories. It's cool. I'm just going to write that phrase down and everything and all know what I'm talking about. It's funny. Okay. I got that wrote down, see? I wrote it down. Alright, I got 24 things. Well, that's the numbers. Some of them has done been used and scratched off, so it's not really that many. It is really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 things. But anyway, okay. Well, that's all of the vlog for today. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And behave yourselves. Don't get into any trouble. Don't do anything that I would not do. And I hear footsteps coming. I am recording. If you're fixing to open that door. Okay. But I'm out of here. Toodaloo.